Let's get it on. An immediate movement in the inside edge from Munsey saves him. It is the one time of the innings he's maybe a bit vulnerable.
Home game.
Edged and taken. Oh, what a catch. And it's Karen KC at it again, and it's the big one. George Munsey, who's had the most remarkable ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2.
Whether it's with the ball, he is always in the game. Just pushes that ball across. Thick outside edge and regulation catch in the end. But boy, oh boy, that is a big scalp very early on for Nepal. You can see, too, they know it. And that's just nicely played. Is it going to get 4? It is. Well, thought that was going to be cut off for a moment.
For me, as he's going to be in action again here. In fact, he's not going to be able to cut that off as it'll fly to the rope. Gulshan Jam, misfield. Back-to-back misfields. Very well fielded by one of the Scottish super fans. We see him so good at getting. Oh, gorgeous. Shot of the morning. Perfect off drive. It belongs to Charlie Tier. Love the Dakatopi and the pride of being from Nepal. This one's driven, beats Sampal Kami. Did he get a hand on it? Maybe. Lamachani chases in vain. It's another boundary. Tear is looking really good. He's sleeted. Driven in the air. Dipendra Singh Airi takes the catch. He's never going to drop that. McMullen falls early again. It's the one, the only, Karen KC.
First George Munsey, and now Brandon McMullen with another thick outside edge.
Pulled. A little bit off balance, but very effectively by Charlie Tier, who, well, picking up from where he left off. A career best already in this series. Whipped into the leg side as a race to the rope. It's overpitched, yes. It's actually the longest corner of the ground, but it will still get there. And that's a beautiful way to bring up the 50, isn't it? Charlie Tier, he's been the dominant force to say the least. He's in Nepali diaspora. His incredible inside edge. He's probably going to race to the rope. Sampal Kami won't cut it off. Tier a little bit fortunate. 2 inside edges in that over. And Arif Sheikh a bit unlucky. Dragged down. You do not bowl there to Richie Barrington. That's going to go all the way. Smoked for 6. A fine, fine shot. It was difficult art. It wasn't a good delivery. It was a drag down. And he's picked that length up so well. And look at the way he's hammered that all the way for 6. And you get to 50. He's played very fluently, Charlie Tier. 49 moves to 50, and it's come off just 47 deliveries. Played beautifully. It's a 4th one-day international 50. Gets a lovely warm ovation, not just from the Scottish fans here, but even the Nepal fans. Chris Adams, a former England international, does a lot of coaching. This one's driven flowingly. Bim Sharkey won't be able to cut it off. Dual performances for Scotland. There's that short and hammered away. Trademark Barrington. Second time he's got a hold of a short one from Lamachani. Craig, you'll have played a lot of cricket with Richie Barrington.
Outstanding.
Just gets into position so easily that, like, if there was a 2-second clip of Barrington, that would kind of be that would, in the heat. It was 40 degrees. There was a humidity. There's air pollution there. As now he laces one through the covers. Barrington taking Lamachani apart here, overpitched and punished. How good a shot is this? I mean, it's Craig Wallace, former Scotland men's international, of course, as well. It swept around the corner. Great wrist work. Charlie Tier's been so impressive here. You loved a sweep shot, didn't you? How do you play a stroke like that to the left arm spinner? Again short, again helped away. Barrington is taking a liking to Lamachani. Being honest, Craig Wallace, he's taking him apart right now. I think lots of openness. Oh, bowled him. And Rajbanshi has Charlie Tier just been getting caught a little bit over the last few minutes. It's rare you'll keep Rajbanshi out of the game, and all of their spin bowling options have worked together to build up that breakthrough. Beautiful piece of bowling, Craig.
Yeah, no, actually, just watching the replay now.
Drift. It's drift.
Yeah.
It's a classic left arm spinner's dismissal, isn't it? Just drifted and angled it.
In the I don't think we played as well as we could.
Reverse sweep, really effectively played by Finlay McCreath. was told before he debuted he's got every shot in the book. He's really had a fantastic start to the international. For me, great to have the Scottish women's head coach with us, as this is swept wonderfully well. Going to get to the rope. Not a particularly good effort from Arif Sheikh.
There's not as many today, but on the other day.
Hammered away Barrington's favourite zone yet again, as Irie takes a bit of punishment now too. Barrington has really pummeled that leg side. 4 more.
So enthusiastic. Play cricket that way as we see a great stop.
Going to be 50 for Richie Barrington, and it's another bounce back to form from him. The century made against Netherlands last month was maybe one of the greats you will ever see. He now joins Kyle Coetzer on a record number. Should probably be picking up attention. Oh, what a catch! It's Tapendra Singh Irie, caught and bowled by the Tiger. I'm not quite sure how he's got there. He's made it look easy. Stuck in the pitch a tiny bit. And Finlay McCreath is going to have to go. The most fantastic of athletes.
Always in the game. We've spoken about how good their fielding is. Heavens above, how did he get there? That is unbelievable. Tried to turn the ball around the corner. The first match.
Swept and just over the head of Gulshan Jha, who's one of the taller members of this Nepal squad. Is there an edge? Yes. Irie is off. Celebrating. He's got 2. Cross just tickles it through to Asif Sheikh, who takes an excellent catch. Irie on fire. Nepal fighting back.
Might not be happy, but he will appreciate just how good this work was from the keeper. Just the tiniest feathers. That was really well taken.
We always go on about it.
Oh.
Driven through the covers. Oh, misfield. Now, that wasn't necessarily a great effort. It's going to race away right to the right of our commentary tent, into our production tent for 4.
Today, but he'll always be in the game.
Leask does try to overhit this time, but gets enough of it. Takes on the mid-off fielder who's up in the circle, and Bim Sharkey says, I've got to go back. I cannot be up. Goes down the ground again, and perfect placement. Such an elegant player. It's the way in which he opens up that offside. He's clearly leg side dominant. That's his main scoring zone, but it's twice here. For the moment, he's happy to punch it down the ground, but he wants a second. He's going to get 4. I think Karen Casey's running the eye line there of Kushal Bertel and prevented him from diving. Pumped. Issues at the death are going to be very apparent if Michael Leask is still in the 50th over. Clipped in the air. There's 2 fielders on the leg side, and it's going to split them. Bim Sharkey did get there, but wasn't able to affect the stop. Action immediately, and it's a flat batted 6. It's only 59 metres out there.
Yeah, you felt like it was coming. Pace on, but look, he's dragged that one down. It was too short, not enough pace on it. So that has set up perfectly for Michael Leask. And he's finally got his chance in the middle. He ain't going to waste balls like that.
Slog swept. And it's been slog swept very effectively, and it's going to soar all the way. 6 more. One of Barrington's favourite strokes. Nepal have problems here. Real problems at the death.
They're yin and yang, but they yin and yang so well together. He plays that slog sweep so well.
Going to chase down a record ODI total, he feels, today. This is pinged down the ground. Races for 4. Even Irie with a fantastic effort can't stop it. He went with the reverse hands, did get a piece of it, but it still gets to the rope.
He's been effective so far, but it's Leask now.
He's going to get to 50. It's an 8th career one-day international 50 for Michael Leask, maybe the largest cheer of the day. Very popular player locally, particularly at this, his home club.
Street almost up there.
KC is, well, disintegrated down the ground. What a strike that is. The last over. Oh, that's going to be murdered. Too easy. Michael Leask, he's not just hunting down 50, he's hunting down 100 here. He moves to 60 off 42 deliveries. And a bit of fortune now too. An inside edge is going to race to the rope. Not a lot that Karen Casey did wrong there. He got it right full into the block hole, but this is the power of Leask. 320, maybe 330. Cut away for 4. Leask, well, he's putting Nepal to the sword, and that's Sampal Kami dropped catch one for Scotland. As Barrington pumps it all the way. That's going to go for 6 and very nearly take out our cameraman up on the gantry.
Barrington, when he goes through.
Smoked. Absolutely smoked, and it's maybe going to go all the way. It is. Leask is, well, putting on a performance that Richie Barrington...
Shot. My goodness. Richie Barrington in pain. Reaches at a wide one and just opens the face of his bat. Flays it away, up and over.
It's difficult for them. Barrington clobbers it into the leg side. It's going to be a 6th one-day international century and an understated punch of the fist from simply Scotland's greatest ever. There's no doubt about that. A punch of the crest as well.
Doesn't have to go too hard.
Tries to go over extra cover, instead gets an inside edge. I think he'll get a couple, so he'll keep the strike. Gulshan Jah will keep it to 2. Barrington wants the 3rd run out chance. Gone. Well, it was very ambitious, wasn't it? I think they'd have been better off just keeping Leask on strike, but Barrington called for it, and Jah's throw was more than good enough. It was always going to be difficult to get back for the 3rd. Run out by a long way.
22-23 balls.
That'll be 4. Just sat up to be hit. Too easy right now for Michael Leask, and he has found that zone through extra cover. Economical. As Leask inside edges this one, it'll race for 4. Moves into the 90s, does Michael Leask. Comes in again. 4 more. It's going to race down to our right. The ground staff will look after it. Leask, he's been sensational. And Mark Watt get the single. He's going to pump it out of the ground instead. Will Leask come down and say, well played, or will he say, get me a single? Dug into the surface, and there's almost a question of, try get me a single too. Yeah, just sat up to be hit. Leask is running for the single, but there's no point in running for the single. We're going to have the case of newbies left. It's going to be 6 more. He's got it up into the wind. That's just going to keep going. Hasn't got a huge piece of it. And just watch Michael Leask now. He's down again. He's talking to him again.
I don't want to presume. But goodness, just got up and underneath it.
Michael Leask could end up running out of balls here. 3 deliveries left. What smokes it all the way again. It's over the head of Dipender Singh Ari. 6, and now 6 more.
Shoulder, he was telling him, go on, son, go on. I reckon he was.
Or was he saying, come on, son, come on?
No, I don't think so. It's 3 6s on the trot.
6 needed for Leask. Doesn't get it. Misses out. He will get 2, you'd imagine. He's going to end up as the throw comes in. And Leask gets home on 96 not out. It doesn't take away from the innings at all. He deserved 100, to be honest. He gets a huge ovation. But the 3 maximums from Watt in the final over have helped lead to a 21-run final over for the batting card. Spare a thought for Charlie Tier. We barely mentioned his name throughout that first innings because we've forgotten all about it. He played very well up the top. He really led the charge. Struck up more than figures. He bowled 7 overs, 2 for 37. And Karen Casey's figures, they just got torn asunder, didn't they? 62 he's gone for in his final 4 overs.
I just had to clarify too. Get things underway with a single to Bertel.
If I've got that right. As this one's punched through the covers and going to race to the rope. Very short out there. Brandon McMullen dispatched to the boundary immediately.
His lengths.
Slug sweep and an extraordinary stroke. McMullen doesn't have much pace and Bertel's just going to play his natural game. Bit of T20 in that as it will...
Expensive first spell.
Slog sweep again. Tactic definitely from Kushal Bertel. Quite like it as well because it's going to counteract that swing. There's a bit of risk, of course there is.
Defend.
Mix up. Going to be a run out. Calamitous. And the question is, who's going to be run out? One of the 2 of them will have to go. Bertel said yes. Sheikh said no. And Barrington held his nerve. Not a smell, a rather farcical run out. What's happened here?
I'm still trying to get my head around it. You see there, the old ball watching, Patel was just going the whole time. It was a lack of communication. See Jones first up. That time it's full, over pitched and driven for 4. So Sheikh maybe. Oh, bowled him. He has got his first wicket. There it is. Mackenzie Jones. He should have had one earlier. It doesn't matter. He's got one now, and he absolutely flattens middle stump. What a wicket. What a moment.
Magnificent. Stuff of dreams for a young man. It was wide. It could have gone anywhere, but sometimes you get a little bit of fortune. Looking after us so well here. Edged and gone. And McMullen, you can't keep him out of the game too much, can you? Nepal's chase is in tatters. Their captain has to walk back now. It all looked a bit too simple, didn't it? And an easy catch to second slip.
Yeah, nice thick edge.
They do love a nickname in Nepal. Full toss, helped into the leg side. Finlay McCreath will chase in vain. That'll race to the rope. Bim Sharkey, Jonty himself, gets off the mark. This is flicked into the leg side. Going to be 4 more. Good shot. Just slightly the wrong angle again from Jones.
Brad Curry.
Edged for 4. Taking a bit of a chance, but at least he's thrown the full bat at it. He's trying to go over cover probably. Instead, it put on this conference for the second year now. That's driven flowingly through the covers. Gorgeous stroke from Arif Sheikh. He loves that Iceman nickname. He told us that, didn't he?
You were actually there, Lenny.
Cut away for 4. That's a fine stroke. One of Arif Sheikh's favourite strokes. Action replay. Cannot bowl there to Arif Sheikh. Dragged down by Safian Sharif. And you just cannot bowl there to Arif Sheikh. That is slightly naive bowling, I've got to say. Short and wide, you're just feeding his favourite shot.
Set the other.
Clipped for 4. Not the right angle from Charlie Castle. That'll help Bim Sharkey. Just been getting a bit stuck in the mud, hadn't he? And my off-leash. Well, maybe they will with the reverse sweep. That's the one way to get it. Not going to be able to field it when you play that reverse sweep so effectively. And that beautiful Nepal flag is flying.
So much potential. A lot of talent.
Slog sweep, 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and make it 4. There wouldn't have been a game. Bowled him, chopped on, and it is Michael Leask. Arif Sheikh just got stuck in the 30s, didn't he? He got to 30, maybe 16, 17, 18 balls ago, couldn't get into the 40s, looking to run it away for a single. And Michael Leask's fantastic day continues.
They have to start again with a new partnership, and here is the wicket.
You can just see there getting cramped for room. Look at the delight. 50 for Bim Sharkey. And the crowd are going to acknowledge it. I think if you were watching on the ICC TV feeds, nice little moment for him. It comes from 67 deliveries. Played nicely. Just his 4th one international 50. I think he's going to get many more of them. He feels like a bit of a rock 6-7 years ago. Juicy full toss, served up, put away for 4. That old habit of Michael Leask bowling the occasional really bad one comes back to bite him there. Chipped down the ground, not out of the middle. Depends on the bounce as to whether this will get to the rope. It will. Just firm enough. Driven. That's going to come straight towards us. I'll be in action here.
Off he goes, well fielded. In the deep by Andrew Leonard, and that's a fine throw back into Safian Sharif as well. Create another though.
And that's going to be out. It is the pace and bounce, and McMullen says that's how I catch it. They don't have Dipender Singh Ari, but they do have Bim Sharkey. Nepal unable to deal with that extra pace and bounce. Good aggressive bowling.
Mackenzie Jones, 6'5", 6'6", whatever it is, he gets that extra bounce. He uses it to advantage. And next time, the previous ball.
They have the firepower still. And with shots like that, there's going to be a game on. Irie gets to double figures with the most perfect cover drive. Not just raw power he possesses, a little bit of class too. Welcome back. Final session. Gulshan Jaa has just smoked one all the way for 6. What a welcome back. It's Michael Leask brought back into the attack. There's life in this game yet, Mel Farrell.
Cardiac kids. Well, they're not given that nickname for no reason. Don't go anywhere, no matter where you are watching in the world.
The game. Oh, Jaa's gone big, but he hasn't got enough of it. Now, this is a pressure catch for the debutant, and he does enough. Almost ends up catching it in his belly. Michael Leask, what a day he's having. A roar of delight from him.
Long time to think about that. The ball hung up in the breeze for an absolute age, and it was almost like he wanted to take it with his entire body, not let that ball drop. Look, here he is. He's got so long. Please let it stick. And it did in the end, right in the bread basket.
Well, that's picked up, and that's going to go all the way. He's got a very good technique to Sampal Kami. He's got the accomplished skills of somebody who could bat in the top order. And Castle probably not at that pace to bowl that length. In reality, with the wind and the angle and the hill, it's about feels like a 50-metre one. Too easy. Nice hit from Kami all the way for 6.
Help.
That will help. Pump down the ground. This game is by no means over. Remember, Nepal of the wild card, the X factor, the brilliance of Karen Casey. Full toss. Hit into the offside. Hit away for 4. Don't rule out seeing something unbelievable for the second time in a week here in Nepal. The cardiac kids.
From Karen Casey, this running between the wickets.
Into the slot. Hammered. High. Handsome. That's all the way. An outstanding strike from Sampal Kami.
Hold on to your horses. We are here again, waiting for the big strike, and there it comes. It was just a little bit over pitched, and my goodness, that don't go anywhere. Goes again, and he's going to be 6 again. Back-to-back 6s, and all of a sudden, the balance of power in this game shifting towards Nepal, and they can't believe what they're seeing. This time, just clattered, lovely clean.
Pumped into the offside. I think he'll be thinking about 2 here. Well, he doesn't need to run 2 because he's going to get 4. Fielders sprawled across the turf in Dundee. Yorker attempted. Irie is going to get to 50. I'm not sure if the crowd have noticed yet. I'm not sure he's even going to care. He moves to 50 of 46 deliveries. Thanks the heavens. Feels as though he's missed out a little bit. They've run them ragged, literally. Here's Kami on 49. It's going to be 50 for him too. It's come off 34 deliveries, fittingly with another 2. In the history of ODI cricket, for Nepal, it's the 5th fastest, behind only the 19-ball effort of Anil Shah against Canada. There was a 21-ball effort from Asif Sheikh against PNG. Still a lot of work to get over the line. Top edge. This could be the moment that changes things. The debutant comes round and holds on. Oh, what a catch. Under the maximum of pressure, Mackenzie Jones. The tactic of Charlie Castle, it works and gets the reward. What a catch this was.
Under pressure, on debut, got himself into a good position. Not quite as quick as Irie.
Clubbed into the leg side. He's got a good piece of it. Has he got enough? Oh, yes he has. A flying fielder dives over the rope, but he heaves it for 6. 297 for 7.
Well, he's chosen his moment, hasn't he? That ball, he shuffled across and gave himself...
Big pressure on the young man. Karen Casey, obliterated out of the ground. The broad shoulders of the man from the far west doing it again for Nepal. The 300 comes up. Top edge, going to go over the head of the keeper, over the head of George Munsey. It's going to fly to the rope. Nepal, well, are they eking closer? 16 to win off 13. Jones delivers. Kami hits it up. Charlie Tier goes back. and juggles and holds on. Somehow, a kick of the ball afterwards, and Kami's odyssey is going to end. And it does go to Jones. There is always a twist and turn. Are we going all the way again?
Oh, I can't take it, Lenny. He does get that extra bounce again, and it draws the top edge. Well taken in the end after the initial.
Hits it towards long on. Hits it wide and long on. Does get the boundary. 4 balls to do it. KC on strike. Goes miles up. Fine leg, nestles underneath it and holds on. Sharif roars. It's the debutant again. Jones takes the catch, and it's only Raj Banchi in the hutch. The tactic of going short. Brilliant from Sharif. Brave from him. What a catch. Not for the first time. The second time. We're going to do it 9 down again.
Oh, Mackenzie Jones, what a day out he's having on debut. His 3rd catch of the match. He's taken a couple of wickets. Again, had so much time to think about it. Dropped in front of him. Remember, the wind is hurling around, but look at that. Yes.
It is 2 for the super over. 3 or more to win. Bowls him! Bowls him! Bowls him! Bowls him! And Scotland win! Not Nepal this time. A heroic effort from everyone, but Safi and Sharif's experience and class.